Hello, everyone. This is Fourk, and today we are going to play some Banner Saga. Now, I have never played this before, but with the recent release of Banner Saga 2, I wanted to go ahead and do a playthrough of it, because supposedly the decisions you make in the first game will affect the events of the second game. So, I don't know much about the game. I know some sort of tactical combat with a deep storyline. Really looking forward to playing with it. I've owned it since it came out. I just have never had a chance to play with it, but I like its art style. I will be learning how to play, though, as we go. So, let's go ahead and start. Now, the sound is, there's no, weirdly enough, there's no way of changing the audio in the game. So, the music and the sound is very loud. So, I will be be quiet when it's all playing too loud, because there's no way I'm going to be able to talk over it. So I apologize for that, but there's no sliders, unfortunately, in the options. If it gets all too loud while I'm playing the combats and stuff, I'll just sort of shut the volume off for those sort of things if I have something to say. So, again, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what the game's going to ask me to do, so let's go ahead and begin. The gods are dead. Okay. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun. Interesting.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
I like the art style. It reminds me a bit of old Ralph Bakshi films.
Komin í höfnina miklu! Gist ég leyfa oss að syngja?
Okay.
Hverfið á braut! Engan eigi ég hlut að máli þessu!
Alright, so it's a bit of a tutorial, which is good, because I might need it. As I was saying, I don't know if you can hear me with the music, but the style looks like Ralph Bakshi films, which were popular like in the 70s and 80s. Things like Wizards and The Hobbit and The Return of the King. It kind of has that look to it, which I rather like. Okay, you've just arrived in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Drag this around the screen to see your surroundings. Click the check mark to continue. So, it's pretty cool. So I guess we're playing the Giants. These portraits show the order of initiative. Taking turns from left to right, your allies are blue, the enemy's red. It's your turn to act. So, shield banger. All these guys. That's this guy here. Okay. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Some characters fill more titles than others. Not like the Giants, they have 4 tiles. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up to 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Click the tile you want to move to, then click the check mark to confirm. Move your shield banger here to give it to attack range. So, here, confirm. To target an enemy, click the tile in which they stand. All ally tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target standard by clicking this tile. Okay. So, enemy raiders. So these stats are armor, strength, willpower, exertion, armor break, ability rank. I'm sure I'll learn more about it as we go. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5 here, show the damage you'll do to that stat. Okay. Shield wall adds 1 armor to allies and himself while adjacent to an ally. 1 through 1, run through 2 spaces, 2 break. Okay. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in combat. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you can open them up to take more damage in the future. If the enemy only has 5 strength remaining, a strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now to attack his strength and then confirm your choice. Okay? Will he be dead? Gained +1 renown. He's down each time your renown grows, which is usually to improve your characters. So it's like experience then. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Okay. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Okay. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. He has 8 willpower. His name is Gnolf. By clicking on gold tiles, a character can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy shows how close you'll have to get to be in range. Right, move your Warhawk into attack range. Alright, confirm. I'll spend 2 willpower. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click your Warhawk's tile to access this ability. Tempest. Clicking your character's tile will bring up all of his ability icon now. So, Tempest, heavy impact. Oh, so it's gonna do 1 strength damage to an adjacent enemy. Tempest 1, normal strength. Starting from target and going clockwise. Okay. So we want to do Tempest to this guy. Let's confirm the choice. That cost 2 willpower. And took down 2 guys. Nice. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Alright, so it went from alternating to this, okay. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to gain 1 willpower. the chieftain will rest. He gains willpower. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. Click the chieftain's tile to attack. Alright. Click the fist, and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. The number of stars available each turn determined by your exertion stat, which is 1. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Click a star, and then the green check mark will kill his enemy. This and that, and then confirm. Gain 5 renown.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his lust. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Chapter 1. So it looks like the Jarls has some bandit issues, or has some sort of enemy trying to take his town and is asking us to help. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. X. Okay. Elric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Eric, steward of Strand. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Scalflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Okay. So, Scalfings. Which I'm assuming it's sort of like... So, Scalfings, their leader or founder is a guy named Scalf, probably. So, sort of Norse way of naming things. Click the market tent to visit the merchant. I can't go anywhere else yet. So I have 100 days of supplies. Great morale, renown. Option. Okay, that's just those options. My renown is... Okay, so I can't really do anything there. So let's go ahead and head to the market tent. Eric says, let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today, says Eric. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. Okay. They don't talk to me. Eric, do you need some help here? I had to change a heart, but I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? I don't think there's a problem with that. Let's go ahead and pay him. You toss a sliver of silver on the table. Both men look at you with surprise. Had gestures meekly to a variety of junk from his stall. Take whatever you like. Eric says, only thing I'd like is the name of a place. Nobleman, up by East Wall. But that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things in his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Oh, that's Gnolf. That was the guy with the long sword. Are we done here? Gnolf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought them while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog, no reason. They look good. Well, they look good. I'm glad you care. Gnolf goes off to look at more stalls. He does look better in green. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. Eric says a blind dog wouldn't trust Tad, but he used to be scalping. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall, Ubin says. I say, I guess, at this point, but Ubin. Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have approach of some sort? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Okay. So, Ubin and Gnolf joining them. There's the meat house. You know, I'm sort of limited, I think, right now I can do, because it's sort of still is kind of cool. Tutorial type thing. So let's go to the meat house. You arrive in front of what appears to be Nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scalfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Alright, so we're up to another battle. Right. Click a unit to deploy them in any of the blue tiles. When all units are satisfactorily deployed, you click the ready button to start the battle. So, let me see. That is... That is Eric. He can move through allies. We'll keep him here. What does Valgard do? I'm going to keep him adjacent to him to protect him. You're going to stay there, and you're going to stay there. So I'm actually quite happy with all of that. So we are ready. Okay, so Valgard's up. Next, look at him. It's going to be Butcher. Let's go... Spend a willpower to go here. And we'll attack him. Right? No? Can I attack? Oh, I don't think I can attack. I think that's the problem. So we'll enter... No. Shield wall. Alright. At least this guy goes up. We're going to move you here so that you're adjacent and get the shield wall. No, we don't need to do that, actually. So we'll end turn. Alright, you can make it up here. And you can attack. So 6 and 6, he'll do 3. Let's attack his armor. We'll move you right up. Try to get you as centered as possible to be your big swing attack. This Tempest won't work right now, so end turn. Alright. You. We want to attack. Why is that not working? Spend 2 willpower through his armor. We will go here, and then attack. So I'm getting a little confused as to why I can't attack. We'll give him some willpower, I guess. I'm not sure why he couldn't attack there, but alright, let's go ahead and take him out. You are going to do a whirlwind. That run through stuff is awful. Alright, let's go here. And then attack. Take out his armor. Oh no. Well, shoot. I don't understand why he's not able to attack. Why Eric is... No. We'll rally Ubin. That's here, and then we'll attack this guy. We'll attack this guy. Why is he... I don't understand why he's not able to... Why can't you attack? Oh. Because you can't attack. Alright. less shield wall. Take him out. Sort of. Almost take him out. I think Eric's gonna go down. Let's attack. Go, took him down. No, Ubin, don't fall, don't die. God. Eric is almost gone. Let's attack. Focus on him. Bring down some of his armor. For the other guys to get him down. Oh, Eric's down. Damn. Take him down. Alright, Falgard. We want you to focus on him. Oh, that killed him. Is that a crit or something? No. Okay, he's still good. Take him out. That's some pillage. Last one standing. So are Gunolf and Eric actually dead? That's what I'm curious about. Foes lie at danger feet. Blah blah blah. 9 renown. Oh, I guess they're not dead. Eric. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. Okay, before we start the next part of this, we'll take a break there. And see you in the next episode. Thank you.